Welcome. In this particular video, we'll be finding areas of triangles once you know the measures of all the three sides. And to do so, we're going to use Heron's formula. So before we get started with the example, let's state what Heron's formula says. So in particular, to find the area of any triangle, you can apply this formula. Area is equal to the square root of s times s minus a times s minus b times s minus c, where s is defined as follows. S is simply just a plus b plus c divided by 2. Now with that said, we can actually take a look at example 1. Example 1, find the area of the triangle shown below to the nearest tenth. So recall that the first thing we want to do is to label the sides, and the side across from angle A is side lowercase a. The side across from angle B is lowercase b, and the side across from angle C is lowercase c. So let's go ahead and figure out what is the value for s. Well, s we said was a plus b plus c divided by 2. So here we are going to write 5 plus 15 plus another 15 divided by 2, and that's going to give you 35 divided by 2, which happens to be 17.5. Now we can actually use that information along with the information from our diagram to figure out what is the area. So we said that area was equal to the square root of s times s minus a times s minus b times s minus c. So in this case we have the area is equal to the square root of s, which is 17.5, times s minus a, which is 17.5 minus 5, times s minus b, which is 17.5 minus 15, times s minus c, which is 17.5 minus 15. Now, to figure out the approximate value for this to the nearest tenth, we're going to use technology. In my case, I'm going to use the TI Inspire. So I'm going to hit Control X square, and I'm going to type in the value 17.5 times 17.5 minus 5 times 17.5 minus 15, and let me put that in parentheses, times 17.5 minus 15. And then we're going to hit Control Enter. Notice the value we get is 36.8755. Since we are going to round to the nearest tenth, we take a look at the 9, which is the digit in the tenths position, and we see the digit immediately to the right, which happens to be a 7, which is one of the highest values when it comes to rounding. So we need to add 1 extra tenth here, and by adding 1/10 to the 9, that gives us 10 tenths. So we're going to carry the 1 over, and that becomes 37. So going back to the notebook, we can say that the area is approximately 37 feet square. Now let's analyze another example. Example 2. Find the area of the triangle shown below to the nearest tenth. Again, notice that we're given the measures of all three sides. So let's label the sides. The side across from angle A is lowercase a, the side across from angle B is lowercase b, and the side across from angle C is lowercase c. So we need to figure out what is the value for s, which is a plus b plus c divided by 2. So we have 10 plus 14.8 plus 6, all divided by 2. So 10 plus 6 gives you 16, plus 14.8 gives us 30.8, and then we are going to divide that by 2, which gives us 15.4. So that's the value for s. Now let's actually find the area by using the formula square root of s times s minus a times s minus b times s minus c. So we can say we have area is equal to the square root of 15.4 times 15.4 minus 10, which is the value for A, times 15.4 minus 14.8, which was the value for B here, times S, which is 15.4 minus C, which we said was 6. And remember that we're taking the square root. So to get the approximate value rounded to the nearest tenth, we're going to use the technology. In my case, one more time, I'm going to use my TI Inspire. So I'm going to hit Control X square, and then we're going to type in 15.4 times 15.4 minus the 10 times 15.4 minus the 14.8 times the 15.4 minus the third measure that happens to be 6. And we're going to hit Control Enter. So that gives us about 21.6569. So we're going to round to the nearest tenth, and we take a look at the digit in the tens position, which happens to be a 6 here. We look immediately to the digit to the right of it, so we see that it's a 5, so we're going to round it up, and that gives us approximately 21.7. So the area is about 21.7, and in this case it will be yards square. So in this video we have found areas of triangles once we're given the measure of all 3 sides, and we have done that through the use of Heron's formula. So thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.